All right, and welcome back. This section we're going to look at the Preamble, which is the introduction to the U.S. Constitution. Now remember, the Preamble is all about the goals and purposes of our new government. Remember, the Articles of Confederation are gone, and we're going to introduce it with the Preamble to the U.S. Constitution, which is going to kind of talk a little bit about some of those weaknesses from before, but really just what is our new government going to do? What is it kind of going to set out to accomplish? So we have 6 goals of government, as the Preamble states. In this section, we are going to not only list them, but we're going to explain each one. So I'll go one by one, and they're pretty much in order. So we, the people of the United States, in order to form a more perfect union. So what this means is we're going to create a union, or we're going to create a government that is better than we were previously. We're going to be more unified. We're going to be able to change and become better than we were previously. So sometimes I see this with like pillars putting up like from our quiz, or just trying that concept of coming together and being better together. The next one we have is establish justice, which goes along with rule of law. It's the idea that we are going to create a government that will treat everyone equally and fairly under the law. We're going to create a court system that is fair. So when you see the word justice, it normally is talking about court systems and fairness under the law. Next one we have is ensure domestic tranquility. Now, ensure means to make sure. Domestic is at home. Tranquility means peace. So literally speaking, it makes make sure home is at peace. And the government's going to make sure to keep the homeland safe, so inside the United States. It's going to protect us from crimes and other issues when we have domestic problems like natural disasters, hurricanes, forest fires. These are things that are going to keep us safe at home here in the United States. The next one we have is provide for the common defense. Now, common defense is all about the military and protecting us from outside or foreign attacks. It's going to create a military to protect us. So I normally see questions dealing with the military and protecting the United States. Next one we have here is general welfare. General welfare, which is promoting the general welfare. The government will try and help the well-being of the people. Now, this one's very vague. It's talking about government programs that help peoples that are in need. So healthcare, education, environmental protection. So just programs that are designed to help people or kind of keep us happy and successful. Then we have to secure the blessings of liberty to ourselves and our posterity. Secure means to protect. Blessings of liberty are our freedoms to ourselves, which is us, and our posterity, which is future generations. So it means the government's going to protect our rights and freedoms of all people, not only right now, but for the future. So we see this a lot when we're talking about rights in the Constitution. People voting or protecting the right to vote. It's all about protecting people's rights. Protection, protection, protection. Down here we have a few sample questions, like for instance number 14 here. It's asking to explain the meaning of we the people and give it evidence of this idea in our American political system today. Remember, when you see American political system today, it's normally talking about voting. So we the people means the government gets its power or receives its power from the people, and it really exists to serve the people. So they get the power from us, and they also are designed to protect us and be there for us. We know this as popular sovereignty, consent of the governed, social contract. But we kind of see this idea when we vote in government. So if you ever see, like, how do we see we the people in government today, it's always about voting or getting our voice heard. Now we have identify the government purpose that is being identified in the statement. So the statement we have here is President Obama allows the use of National Guard in Ferguson, Missouri to protect police command posts during protests. Now, if you are not aware, Missouri is inside of the United States. The National Guard is part of the military that's protecting us inside of the United States. So it's the president using protection of the National Guard here in Missouri, here in the United States. So that's going to be an example of domestic tranquility. Domestic tranquility because it's keeping us home or safe at home. Please remember to watch or go up and complete the practice questions. Complete the practice questions here on Federalist, or not Federalist, but Preamble, which is this one here, right? So make sure you complete that practice questions, and I hope to see you next time when we cover the last two benchmarks, which is limited government and federalism and unitary, confederal, and parliamentary.